yours, Flo. You look like a rotten egg.
Good morning, my crazy girls. Hello?
Morning. How can I help you?
Maggie. It's Carrie Atkinson. Do you remember me?
Carrie. Oh, for heaven's sake. How long has it been? How are you? How are the... Honey. Oh, my dear.
I need a favor, Maggie. I need your help.
Send me love every day and send me on my way. Deliver me, just deliver me.
Oh, Smack and Ernie.
Oliver, how are you this morning?
Well, how are you?
I am also well.
It's good.
Yes, it is.
Heads up! Coming through!
Rita, are you actually
On roller skates?
in the U.S. Post Office?
Well, I read all 12 issues of International Delivery Monthly from 2012 yesterday, and in it there's an article about how they use roller skates in the main post office in Finland. And guess what? Their delivery rate is up by 47%. So what do you think? So how was your ballroom dance showcase on Friday?
Oh, there was an unexpected development, and we were forced to cancel.
Funny, it's not quite how I remember it. It was unexpected, though.
Oh, hey, how did it go with the Broncos this weekend?
Denver Broncos are a football team, Norman. They haven't played since February.
Ah, good to know. I'm not very athletic.
Well, apparently, Rita has decided to be.
Yes, we are all just full of surprises, aren't we?
They didn't do their dance.
Please.
Thank you.
What do we have here, Norman?
A high-grade reinforced corrugated shipping box. Postmarked a week ago, marked fragile, this side up, missing a label.
Return address must have been printed on the label, so?
No identifying marks.
Well, nothing here to conveniently search or tweet.
So we'll have to rely upon good old-fashioned intellect, huh?
Okay.
And it says, Maggie.
Sender is female. Handwriting tapers off with a light touch. But there is a note on the back, male handwriting. This envelope has been... Oh my.
This envelope has been included at the request of and by prior arrangements with the deceased.
What is that?
Well, it appear to be the misplaced ashes of the deceased. More importantly, I think the question might be, who is that?
My next door neighbor got lost in the mail once. He was trying to send himself to Fresno for Christmas.
I'll run a comprehensive search of lost and found claims for the past week, with a filter for ashes and urn. This won't take long. Watch and learn, Norman.
Okay.
Norman, please take note. A sensitive matter such as this requires great sensitivity.
All we do now, Norman, is wait for the Postal Lost and Found program to find a match. Ought to have it in just a minute. We'll have old Harry or Harriet back home by lunch. Zip, zap, boom. Any minute now. Any second.
Has anybody seen my 1946 inverted pink pelican stamp that was just here? Did you know that Rita's favorite food is the Jerusalem artichoke?
I did not know that. And how is it that you know that?
Well, it says so right here on her application for the Miss Special Delivery pageant. Oh, hey, this is an application for the Miss Special Delivery pageant.
Really? Let me see.
No. Oh, please give me that back.
I'm sorry. I saw it and I read it and I'm sorry.
You signed up for the pageant?
Not yet.
But you should. This is wonderful.
It is?
Yes, we are 100% behind you. What? Aren't we, Norman?
Yeah, right behind.
There she is. Miss Special Delivery of 2014.
What's that?
Oh, that is an urn full of Harry, or maybe Harriet.
Ha! And we're about to find out, and it only took a minute. Isn't technology wonderful? I can't believe it.
What?
Nothing, no claims, no inquiries. Nobody's looking for Harry. Or Harriet, for that matter.
My Uncle Howard had his ashes put in a biodegradable urn with a tree seedling in it. And we planted him. Now he's a sapling.
Really, Norman?
When he grows up, he's gonna be a Douglas fir.
Oh, well, maybe he'll be a Christmas tree someday.
All right. We have 2 addressed envelopes. One to a Caitlin Atkinson, one to a Vanessa Doherty. And there's a letter which reads, Dear Maggie, time has come, and here I am. I'm enclosing both letters for you to mail as soon as you receive this. After all we shared, you're the only one I trust with them. Thanks for being there when it mattered most. Thanks for keeping your promise. Your friend, Carrie.
Well, that's very sad. I don't even know what it means.
It means somebody named Carrie sent herself to somebody named Maggie.
Well, I bet the answers are in those letters.
Miss McInerney.
Way ahead of you. I tracked their addresses to phone records. Caitlin Atkinson on Pearl Street and Vanessa Doherty, Cherry Hills.
That was fast.
Easy. I used my computer and my brain.
Yes, leaving a message for a Miss Caitlin Atkinson. This is the Dead Letter Office from the United States Postal Service.
Let's see what you've got.
Regards to a package we received.
Rita, the deadline to sign up for the pageant is 5 o'clock.
Return our call at your
Today.
earliest convenience.
I know, but it took me 3 days to answer all the questions and fill out the essay, and well, now I have to declare an act for the talent section, and I don't have a talent.
You're a novelist. You wrote Renita Hayweather, Frontier Duchess.
It's not enough. I mean, I have to put something on the application, like singing or dancing or playing the piano, and then I have to get up the nerve to do it.
If the Frontier Duchess could find the courage to catch a banana boat to the New World, don't you think you can find the courage to do this?
4728. All right, then. Back to business. I left messages for both addressees. There's nothing to do now but wait. Hello?
Yeah, those should be fine. Okay.
So they're sisters?
That is what Vanessa said on the phone.
I'd never lose my mother in the mail.
Okay, I finally got a hold of Caitlin. She's on her way. She said don't let that crazy Vanessa touch the urn until she gets here.
That's what Vanessa said about Caitlin, only her language was a bit more colorful. She should be here any minute.
So this should be interesting. So, Rita, have you decided what you're gonna do for your talent section? Can you sing? Play the piano? Twirl baton? Juggle? Eat fire? Tricks with a yo-yo? Contortion? Rita, you have to be talented at something.
Well, I have a photographic memory.
Oh, you could memorize the 2014 postal code.
No, she has to do something that's unexpected.
Rita, a contest as highly regarded as Miss Special Delivery is a singular opportunity to represent the Dead Letter Office and everything we stand for.
Oh, wow. I never thought of it that way.
May I suggest a rousing speech, an homage to the written word, something by Benjamin Franklin, our country's very first Postmaster General.
Oh, yeah, a speech by Benjamin Franklin. Now that says entertainment.
Ms. McInerney.
You know, my Aunt Amelia, she used to keep my Uncle Elmer's ashes in the bottom drawer of her bedroom dresser. It was very upsetting. He deserved to be in the top drawer.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Oliver O'Toole.
Yes, Ms.
I'm... There you are, Caitlin. You didn't have to come, Nessa. I can handle this.
That's what you always say. And look where we are.
And where are we, Vanessa? I'm amazed to find you anywhere.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Ladies, I'm Oliver O'Toole.
Vanessa Doherty, Caitlin Atkinson. And that, I suppose, was Mama.
So neither of you know anyone named Maggie?
After the service, I thought the funeral director would give the ashes to me.
Or to me. But he said that Mama had made other arrangements, and that we could probably expect to receive some sort of explanation in the mail.
She always had a flair for the dramatic.
Actually, she was very organized and methodical. I'm sure she had a reason.
Well, let's just read the letters and find out what they were.
Sorry. The urn and these letters are still under the protection of the U.S. Post Office.
What are you talking about?
He's saying that everything was in a box intended for someone named Maggie, so it has to be delivered to Maggie.
What I meant was, there are Mother's ashes. The letters are addressed to us. Why can't we just cut to the chase and...
I'm sorry. We're walking a very fine line here. I don't even know if there's a precedent for this.
Well, actually, there is. Regulation 17250, Section C.
Oh, right. In the event of indeterminate ownership of non-processed mail, the section leader shall establish intended delivery by employing personal inspection and good faith evaluation.
And Mr. O'Toole is the poster boy for good faith.
Let me assure you, it is our policy only to read as far as necessary to identify the addressee. It appears to be written to you both. Dear Caitlin and Vanessa, you're each receiving a copy of this letter. They're mailed for me by someone you probably don't remember, but who was a good friend to us once when we needed one. By now, I imagine you are wondering what has happened to my ashes and that each of you believes that you should be the one to decide where my final resting place should be. And if you fulfill my last wishes, you will. Do you remember the silly little tradition we used to have when you were children and Daddy and I would have a treasure hunt on your birthday?
She would give us a clue that led to another and another until we found our birthday present.
We'd been such a happy family before. You loved each other so much that I could never imagine that you would ever be anything but best friends. But as we learned, terrible things happen whether we can imagine them or not. I'm sorry if you don't want me to read this loud.
No. It's okay.
All a mother wants for her children is for them to be happy and to have each other when she's gone. But for the last 13 years,
I've watched two little girls who seemed inseparable grow farther and farther apart. When I got sick, I realized I might never live to see you two be the sisters you used to be.
But with this little treasure hunt, at least I will die hoping. So, here it is. Go on this treasure hunt together. May it lead you both to me.
And I hope back to each other. I love you so much, Mama. Letters are identical. There doesn't seem to be anything to lead us to Maggie, other than the clue at the bottom.
Why would Mama give her ashes to somebody we don't even know?
She did say that Maggie was a friend.
She made a lot of friends.
Everybody loved her.
She always used to say, I never met a stranger. So, what's the first clue?
Two sisters meet between 7 and 72 by Caitlin's Creek and Vanessa's Fondue.
Well, I don't know about the rest of it, but Vanessa's fondue.
I was on this I'm moving to Switzerland thing when I was 13, and I decided to make fondue. And I ruined Mama's best saucepan trying to melt Swiss cheese on the stove.
Every time she tried to cook after that, Mama would always say, Nessa's going Swiss on us.
I'm a terrible cook.
So the first clue has something to do with Swiss cheese?
Yes. 7 and 72, what's that? 79.
We're looking for a place, so 72 could be Highway 72.
And Highway 7.
The Peak-to-Peak Highway.
The most beautiful scenic drive in the state.
Yeah, not a lot of Swiss cheese there, though.
What's Caitlin's Creek?
No idea.
There are all kinds of creeks around the Peak-to-Peak, and they all have funny names like Big Fish or Little Fish. So maybe there's a Caitlin's Creek?
I can look it up. My battery's dead. If I brought my laptop, I could find it in a heartbeat.
Well, if I recall, there was quite a long heartbeat with your laptop this morning.
Well, I have a whole book on obscure names of Rocky Mountain creeks.
Norman, we can always count on you.
Well, here we are. It's highly irregular to allow civilians in here, but it's unique circumstance. Please try to not disturb anything.
No problem.
This place is pretty amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Creeks of Colorado, cross-referenced with bodies of water near Highway 72.
How come you canceled your dance on Friday?
I didn't. He did.
Why?
Type of creek.
I don't know. Well, maybe I do. I just think he started having too much fun and started feeling funny about it. Said he was only taking lessons so that when his wife came back, he could surprise her with his new dance prowess or whatever.
Isn't that kind of nice?
Yeah. But why did he have to drag me through 2 weeks of boring dance lessons only to get cold feet and dump me? I mean, his wife left him and moved to Paris. For all we know, she's never coming back.
For all we know, but, well, as long as Oliver keeps checking the Paris box for letters from her, then don't you think he hopes that Holly will come back?
Holly?
Yeah, Holly O'Toole. I only saw her a couple times, but she seemed really nice and pretty and smart.
And smart.
Yeah, like you.
Left Hand Creek. Crazy Bear Creek. Ohio Creek. Elk Creek. Longs Peak Cascade. Silver Creek. Old Joe Creek. Edgewood Creek. Happy Rock Creek. Tungsten Mine Creek. Little Coyote Creek. Big Coyote Creek. Copper Creek. Two Bear
Copper
Creek.
Creek. Try Copper Creek. Remember? When I was a little girl, our mom used to call me Copper Katie sometimes because when she brushed my hair, she said it shone like copper.
Okay. Copper Creek runs parallel to the Peak-to-Peak Highway for several miles, but it does cross where Highway 72 and Highway 7 meet.
Well, that's a start. I suggest we take a ride up to the mountains.
I can't. I have decided to stay and finish my application for the Miss Special Delivery pageant. It's what Renita Hayweather would do.
Way to get on that banana boat, Rita.
She still needs to figure out her talent.
Well, that's why you're gonna stay behind and help her.
you think, Norman?
Do you want to make a volcano?
Well, this is the peak-to-peak highway.
That must be Copper Creek. Look for something that reminds Vanessa of fondue.
Have we been here before? Yeah. I bet that Maggie person's in there. Oh my God.
Remember now?
Why here of all places? But that's what the treasure hunt was for. She knew we wouldn't come if we knew where we were going.
I'm sure she had her reasons.
We should go in.
No. I'm not walking in there. I can't be here.
Nessa? Nessa!
Oh. Drove to Nederland back at 2. Suppose they wouldn't mind if we wait on the porch.
Well, might as well. We can't leave without Vanessa.
She'd find her way home. She always did. I better go look for her anyway.
Oh my goodness. Could that be a mountain sparrow up there?
Hmm?
They're exceptionally rare. Actually quite special. Do you see right on the... Oh.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing. It's just a shame you were looking at that thing. You missed something beautiful. Perhaps it'll come back, though. Oh, you find that amusing.
It's a bird. They just fly. Sometimes you're there to see them land before they take off, land somewhere else. They don't come back. It makes you think that a bird would come back to anything.
Birds return to familiar places all the time. Is a miracle of nature. Why? Should I not hope to see that bird again? Hope, after all, is the thing with feathers.
I'm just saying that sometimes you have to get to a point where you stop hoping and you let nature take its course.
We're not talking about birds anymore, are we? Your tone suggests that you're angry with me, so I suppose it's about ending our dance classes. You may find me quaintly old school. I cannot apologize for attempting to do the right thing, especially when I see I've made a mistake and...
So being dance partners was a mistake?
Let's call it ill-advised. I'm a married man, and it became quite obvious that although we're nothing more than colleagues, appearances might send the wrong message to others. Especially since I'm awaiting the return of my wife. I'm sure you could understand that.
Oliver, she's not coming back.
I know it appears that way.
3 weeks ago, an American named Holly O'Toole signed a 3-year lease for a place in the 4th arrondissement
Stop.
of Paris.
Don't say another word. How dare you? How dare you invade my privacy and my wife's with that horrible machine in that
insatiable curiosity of yours. I assume that's what you did. Looked up my wife's comings and goings. Just because you had the means to do so, just because you can?
Because I care, Oliver. I want you to check that stupid Paris box every single day, telling yourself that she must have sent a forwarding address, and convincing yourself that it just got lost in the mail. And someday it'll find its way back to the dead letter office, and the
So what?
So what? So you can stop living in limbo and start living your life.
It's my life to live. Why couldn't you mind your own business? Just let
nature take its course. I'm sorry, Oliver. I am truly sorry, but this bird has flown, my friend.
This is how friends behave.
I don't know. I've never had a friend like you before.
Yes, well, you may presume too much.
Maybe so.
Perfect.
What did you think of the little twirly thing? I just threw it in last minute.
Yeah, I thought the twirl was really twirly.
Really? Okay, let me try it again. Ready?
Rita?
Norman.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, no.
It's my inverted pink pelican. I've been looking all over for it.
Great.
Hey.
Miss Doherty, we were worried about you.
I'm sorry, Where's Caitlin?
Oh, she's looking for you.
Of course she is. I only went for the Girl Scout Bronze Star. She went for the gold.
Sounds like you two have been through a lot together, though.
Miss McInerney, I don't think that's...
It's okay. We have been through a lot. We didn't really do it together. Coming here's the first thing we've done together in years. Can't hardly remember when we were ever close. Guess Mama never forgot.
Good morning, my crazy girls. Careful.